Well, hello everyone. I am so dang excited for you to be watching this, whether you are watching this live with us today or sometime in the future and you just joined. This is going to tell you every single thing you need to know to be successful. We want to make it quick, straight to the point, and really just make you feel confident in knowing what you can do. So first, Mariah and I are going to tell you a little bit about ourselves, and then we're going to hop right into it. So I'll tell you a little bit about me first. So my name is Courtney Wazalewski. I am a double diamond. This is the last time I'll be saying that. We're going triple so soon. And I've been in the business, it'll be 4 years next month. When I started, I was 21. I was broker than broke. I was choosing which credit cards not to pay each month. And I just always knew that I was made for more, but I was scared of what it was. Like, I had no idea what I was supposed to do with my life. I knew I liked helping people, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I did really, really well in high school and then didn't go to college and had no college degree. And I was just sitting there and I was like, I am over my head in debt. What the heck do I do? I had already tried a company like this before and failed miserably. And I saw someone posting about this and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try. I'm just going to see what could happen. And you guys, fast forward 4 years, I have paid off all of my debt. I have paid for my dream wedding in cash, even though we are most likely postponing it. So yay, coronavirus. And I have retired myself and my fiance, and we are full-time home. And whenever we decide to bring babies into the world, we'll be home with them full-time. And this is just the biggest blessing that I ever could have thought of. So I just want you to know what you have your hands on with this business, because honestly, a year from now, 2 years from now, your life can look so crazy different, and it's all in your hands. What comes out of this business is 100% up to you, up to your work ethic, what you're willing to put in. Okay, so Mariah, go ahead, share your story, and we'll get right into training.
Hi guys, I'm so excited to hop on here and chat with you guys tonight. My name is Mariah Newsome. I'm a double diamond, and again, last time we're saying that because we're going VIP, we are going triple, it is happening. But thank you guys for having me on. I joined the business 20 months ago. So crazy to say, I literally sat here and counted because that's just insane. Because guys, this is so not what I thought my life would look like in any way, shape, or form. So this business found me, and I was working as a nanny, and I was making really good money, like $1,200 a week, good money. But I was miserable at my job. I was dealing with a horrible family. Me and my husband had just gotten married. And guys, let me burst this bubble. Sorry, Courtney. But when you get married, you don't get to all of a sudden hang out with this guy that you like. No, you have to work and you have to clean and you have to do all these things. And I was so unprepared for what life was going to actually be. I had this beautiful idea of this happy life where we got to travel and do these things, but you can't do that and work 40, 50 hours a week, commute 3 to 6 hours a day, guys. Let me tell you, that Atlanta rush hour got me every day. And I was so miserable. I had gotten into the situation where I felt like I was just failing everywhere I looked. Like I just couldn't be enough. There wasn't enough of me. And by no means was I looking for anything, but God knew what I needed. And so this business, guys, I saw one post and I was like, okay, let's do it. And I jumped in, the epitome of ignorance on fire. I sold our thermophyte, telling people it was coffee, no idea what I was doing, but I just knew that God had brought this to me for a reason. You are here for a reason, okay? But God's not just gonna give you a gift and it be the full package. Assembly is required. And so I knew then that it was on me to make something out of this. And I ran. Within 8 months, we had seen a $8,000 paycheck, guys. $8,000 in 1 month. I grew up going to food kitchens instead of grocery stores. We were evicted. We had cars taken. That's life-changing money. That's money bigger than anything I could have ever dreamed of, anything I ever imagined my life would be able to produce. And now, even better than that, I get to go and teach you guys and so many other girls how to do that as well. So let me just tell you, welcome. You are in the right place. You have found home, and get ready, buckle up, because it's about to get crazy.
Oh my gosh, Mariah, I love you so much. Mariah and I, we don't know how we met, and we're like BFFs. It's the greatest thing ever. But And guys, if you were watching this live, put in the chat what the heck you would do with an $8,000 paycheck in 8 months. Y'all, when I started, $8,000 was like half of my credit card debt. Like, I could not imagine. I remember I saw my first $1,000 paycheck for 2 weeks when I was working a normal job, and I just about pooped myself because I was like, oh my God, I'm rich. And now crazy things have happened with this business. But you guys I really, really want you guys to know what this business truly can do for you. We're going to give you all the little steps of what you guys should be doing every single day, but we can give you all the tools in the toolbox, but if you don't grab those tools, if you don't put those tools to work, the money's not going to come. No one's going to wave a magic wand at you and be like, all right, ta-da, you're making thousands a month. No, you have to put the work in, but if you put the work in, crazy things will happen, okay? So I want you guys to get a piece of paper, a pen, somehow, some way to take notes, because you're going to want to look back on these notes in the future. I'm loving what I'm seeing in the chat of what this money would do for you guys. And I want you to think of that as we go through this, because you need to know where you're going. Okay. So the first thing that you should be doing every single day is posting. This is something that a lot of people are afraid of. They're afraid of people judging them. They're afraid of nobody commenting or liking. They're afraid of negative comments and all of these things. And guess what? I'm going to burst your bubble right away. You're going to have posts that don't have any likes or comments. You're going to have posts where someone comments something mean. You're going to have posts where someone judges you, okay? And that's all normal. It happened to me so many times. The day after I started, I went into my full-time job, and my boss ripped me a new one. And she was like, I don't know who the heck you think you are selling weight loss stuff when you're already skinny. Let me tell you, somebody else's opinions do not pay your bills, and they never will. Unless that person that's saying something not nice to you is going to come to your house tomorrow and say, like, you know what? I'm going to pay all your bills this month. Don't listen to what they're going to say, okay? So posting 3 times a day, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. First thing you want to post about every single day is something with the products, okay? So this can be before and after picture. You can go onto Pinterest. It Works Global has a Pinterest page with tons and tons and tons of before and after pictures. You can post simple questions, as in, like, if you're talking about the hair, skin, and nails, you could post, is anyone looking to grow out their hair in the next 90 days? I need a couple people. Super simple things like that. You can take a picture of you holding a product. I don't have products, so I packed them all. We'll pretend this is a coffee cup, okay? I mean, it is a coffee cup, but it's not coffee in it. You could talk about your keto coffee or your skinny brew, whatever. Show people you're using the products, okay? So the number 1 tip I will tell you with products, you're going to sell the most products if you've used them yourself, because people are going to want to trust what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it would be like if you went to this super high-end restaurant and you're like, well, what's your favorite product? And the girl was like, or what's your favorite food? And they're like, I've never tried anything. You'd be like, okay, like, that doesn't help me. Like, if someone says to you, like, hey, what does this taste like? You want to have a few products that you've tried and you've loved so that you can tell people about them, okay? So the second thing that you want to post about every single day is the business opportunity. Now, I know you're brand new. You're like, what the heck can I post about? I just started. I haven't made any money yet. And that's okay. But you can post about what the business will do for you in the future. Post about a really great way to do it is it's a past, present, future. Say, what were you like before? I was so done with being in credit card debt, so I saw an opportunity and I ran with it. And I'm so excited that in the next couple of months, I'll have paid off this credit card. Just like that, you're not saying you made thousands of dollars. You don't want to lie to anyone, but this business is giving you hope. Okay, you can also talk about the friendships. You can take a picture of everyone on Zoom tonight and be like, I love that I get to hang out with friends on Zoom and learn how to make more money from my phone. Those are great opportunity posts. You can also do the simple question like you do for products, where you say, those are like, you don't want to do those every day. Please do not do them every day. But ones that are like, now hiring, is anyone, whatever, like 18 plus wanting to make money from your phone. And the other thing you can do is share stories of other people. They are all over. You can go to my page and see what the business has done for me. You can go to Mariah's page, any other leaders, and don't be afraid to reach out to someone and say, like, hey, I'm making a post. Can you tell me like a little brief sentence about what the business has done for you? Most leaders will take the time to send that. It might take a couple days to get back to you, but those are great things to post. And the last thing that you want to be doing every day, this is where you can have fun with it, is like a little fluff post. This is something that has nothing to do with It Works. I love what Mariah said the last time we did a Zoom about posting. She said, this is what's going to make your grandma happy. You know, like keep you up to date on life, like post a picture of your dog or your kid, or like you painted your kitchen, or like whatever, like things not related to It Works. You can also do interaction posts, like I did one that blew up, and it was like, tell me one food that you refuse to eat. People like to give their opinions on things. Ask questions, show like things that you think are funny, inspirational, whatever. And the last thing that I want to say about posting is, well, two things. One, stay super consistent. Post 3 times a day, every single day. Don't post 3 times today and then not post for another week. And don't be afraid, since you're brand new, to reach out to your upline 3 times a day and say, hey, I posted something about the products. Can you give me an opportunity post? Hey, I posted the products in the opportunity. Can you give me a fluff post? Don't be afraid to reach out to them. You are never annoying me. You're never annoying your upline, whoever the heck they are. That's what we're here for. And I promise you that's going to excite us and want us to work with you 10 million times more. Okay, so don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, can you help me? And the last thing, I'm a very strong red, which you probably, if you're brand new, don't know too much about the color personalities. Red means like in your face. I'm going to tell you like it is. For the love of God, do not share things. Okay? If you are on my team and I see you sharing things, I will tell you nicely once, maybe nicely a second time. And then after that, it's not going to be pretty, because you guys literally, like, look at it this way. If a post that you were going to put up was going to get you 4 customers, if you share once, that immediately takes it down to 2. You share another time, you're down to 1. You share another time, you're down to a half a customer. Okay? Sharing is so bad for your algorithm. If there's something you see that you're like, oh, you went to press the share button, screenshot the picture and then post it yourself. That can be your fluff post that's not It Works related, but just the actual share button is so bad for your algorithm. So that's all I have about posting. Mariah, take it away.
Awesome. So I want you guys that are on here, put in the chat if you guys are new or how long you guys have been with us, so we know who we're talking to, how long we've had you guys around. I know I see several of my girls who are new and who also have been on for a little while. Ooh, we got some newbies. I love it. Awesome. Perfect. So for those of you guys that are new, I'm going to say it again for those in the back, like Courtney said, guys, ask your upline a question. Don't hesitate. I know it's so easy. Trust me, I was there and I was like, I don't want to keep just bugging her. I blew her up all day. But let me tell you, as someone who's seasoned, who's been in a little while, getting those messages and getting those questions, it makes me feel excited. It makes me think you are actually serious. If you're not taking the time to reach out to me, I'm not sure that you're committed to this. So don't hold those questions in. Ask them. And don't feel guilty for asking them, because we're excited to answer them. So we're going to talk a little bit about host to post. I'm going to keep it super duper short because I could talk for like 12 hours about this. But guys, get freaking excited, because what I'm about to tell you, it's about to change the game, okay? This is going to launch your business super quickly, okay? Who wants their first 6 customers in like 6 days? Drop a 1 if you want like your 6 customers like stat, okay? This is how you do it. You do it through host to post. So for those of you guys who are new, what host to post is, it's where we get someone to post for us. So you're doing half the work and getting double the result, okay? So there's several ways that we can do this, and I'll go over that in a second. But the whole process is, we can only reach so many people. There's only so many friends you're allowed to have, and you only have such a reach. When someone posts for you, one, all of their friends that trust them now trust you, because they were willing to post for you. So that builds accountability with your potentials. And 2, it helps you reach a whole nother market. Every single host to post you get up is an untouched market that you may not have been able to reach had you just posted on your page. It's huge, okay? So this you've got to be utilizing. Most teams, I know both me and Courtney's teams, do monthly giveaways. So I want you guys to reach out to your enroller to find out the specifics on what your team is giving away. But these are awesome incentives that your leaders are come together and put together to help you get even more post up. So now, not only are people going to post to help you, they also get a potential to win something. Like my team, we're doing $300. And so by helping you grow their business, you now have the chance to bless one family out there with $300. So it's like a win-win. So there's three main ways that I would say we can get these posts up. The first way is to post about the giveaway. This is my favorite way, and this is how I get most of my host to post up. There's so many different ways to do this, guys, so don't overcomplicate it. You can do it as simple as, I'm giving away $300. Who wants an entry? That simple. You can do it more complex, you know. I'm giving away $300 on the first. Comment a 1 and I'll send you the details. No purchase necessary. You can do it more fun. Like drop a picture of your child or fur baby for an entry into my $300 cash giveaway. There's so many different ways you can do this. You know, I'm going to go get my nails done. Should I do left or right? Post 2 pictures. When you comment, I'll also give you an entry into my giveaway. There's so many different ways that people want to get into this and get interaction through that. And by posting, not only are you going to have a lot of people that now you get to post for you, but we just boosted our algorithm because everybody wants in our giveaway. So everyone just commented on this post. So now the rest of my posts are going to get seen more because of this one. It's just like a compound thing, guys. Win, win, win. Host to post is going to completely explode your business. I'm telling you. The second way we can do this is have other people post. So not only can we have other people go post about our products so that we can get potential customers from their list, but we can also have them post about our giveaway. And then we get even more people through their friends and their networks who want to get in our giveaway, who then can go post about products, and we can now reach their markets. It's like limitless how many people you can reach through the means of host to post. And the third way we can do it is straight up by messaging and asking people. It's keeping it simple, just shooting messages. Hey girl, I got a question. And then just asking them to put up a post for you in exchange to be entered into your giveaway. Then you send them the post. Super simple. And so I want to challenge you guys, whether today is your first day or you've been in for a hot little minute, I want to see you guys step up the bar and start getting between 5 and 10 host to post up every single day minimum, okay? And not just 20 today and 3 tomorrow. You've got to be consistent with this, because what this is going to do is this is seriously going to grow every aspect of your business. By consistently doing this, you're going to be consistently bringing in new customers. If you got 60 host to post up, 10 a day for your first 6 days, you will definitely go and sign 3 customers, 4 customers, even your full 6 from those 60 host to posts. You can 100% do that and more, okay? But when you're doing it consistently, one, you're going to consistently be bringing in new potentials. We got to have those people. We got to have the potentials before we can turn them into the customers. So we are completely planting those seeds consistently. Next, we're growing our network consistently because we are constantly adding these new people in. We are getting everything set up to organize our follow-ups through host to post. And we're priming our market. Guys, all these new people coming in are going to be so excited to see your stuff because it's brand new to them. And you've got to do it consistently every single day. And then 2 days after they post, this is like it's not really a secret anymore because I talk about it all the time, so now everybody does it. But my zinger, the way to seal the deal, 2 days after they post, you ask them to post again. So if they posted first about Thermofite X or a product, 2 days later, you're going to have them post about your giveaway. So now you've got all your potential seeds for customers, and now you're getting a bunch more post up to go reach those people's networks for those customers. And then repeat and repeat and repeat. And so you're able to do something so massive to grow your business so quickly right out the gate on day 1 that is going to replenish itself. It's going to maintain itself by doing it this way. That's all I got on host to post, or I will keep on running.
Love that. Thank you so much, you guys. I just put a link in the chat. This is a video that Mariah did to go a little bit more in depth on host to post. If you are watching this on YouTube, I will put it in the description of the video so that you can go in there and click it. But you guys, one more thing that I wanted to share on quickly with posting that I forgot is make sure you're posting in your stories too. There are 12 million stories on Pinterest, and depending on whose team you're on, there might be like groups with them or whatever. So reach out to your upline and say, hey, can you help me with stories? And we'll get you in the right place for that. The next thing that we want to talk about is something that not a lot of people will talk about. And if you're anything like me, you're going to be like, that is voodoo witchcraft. Because that's literally what I said when someone told me to do self-development. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you even saying? And this is one of the most important things, because like I said earlier, you are going to have those people that make you feel a little bit negative, that make you feel a little bit unsure of yourself, that you're going to have those days where no one answers you and you're like, what the heck is going on? And your brain is a very scary place. So self-development is a huge, huge thing of this business. It is super, super important. It might not seem like something that is immediately going to make you money, but it is, okay? So a couple things that you can do. Figure out what it is that works best for you. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it will work for Mariah, just whatever. Like, everyone's so different. So a couple ideas. You can journal out your dream life as if, so like you would write it in present tense as if your dream life was already happening. So say your dream was to build a house. You could like write down about how like it feels so good to wake up in my dream master bedroom with like my pretty like gray washed bed frame. Clearly I've done this before. I want like, you know, that gray toned, whatever, it's fine. And like just go super into detail, like as if you're living in that moment, and go so into detail that it's like as if you were writing a story or writing a script for a movie. Do you know what I'm saying? Like super in details. You can also listen to podcasts. So a couple that I like are the Big Life Devotional is really good. Pam Souter podcast is great. The Brendan Show, and then Stephen Furtick also has one. I'll put these in the chat when Mariah's talking, unless she's doing it right now. No, okay. And then another thing you can do is read good books. And if you can always reach out to your upline and say like, hey, what book do you think I should read? A couple that I love that are really easy are, one of them is Go for No. It's like 60, 70 pages. It's so, so good. And Rhinoceros Success are great also. But just reach out to your upline and say like, hey, can you help me with this? And we'll lead you in the right direction. And then the last thing is affirmations. This is a really weird one when you first start doing it, but it's just saying what you want to happen out loud as if it is happening now. So like Mariah and I are pushing for triple diamond. So we'd say out loud, like, I'm a super strong triple diamond. My team is on fire. Like, whatever. Are we a triple diamond right now? No, but we speak that into existence. So that's what affirmations are. That is self-development. Business development is also super important. These are things like this that are going to train you so that you know what to do. So you can always find them on YouTube and reach out to your upline and say like, who are a couple people I can go look at their YouTubes to get some trainings. Also, your team probably does a team Zoom. Like for me personally, my team Zooms are Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. I know Mariah does them, or Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Mariah does them on Mondays. So like your team has something to help get you trained. Also, Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on Mark Pentecost, our CEO's page, he does a family call where he updates you on like any promotions going on or just things like that. And then Monday nights on Pam Souter's page at, I believe, 8 p.m. Eastern are Show Me the Money calls, which is also training. So those are a couple things to do with self-development and business development that are super important to do every single day. So Mariah, if you want to go on to the last topic, go right ahead.
All right. I was going to make another list of things, but I'm just going to not. It's fine. Let's see what we're talking about next. Oh, we're going to talk about growing your network. Okay. This is seriously so important. If you guys are new, tune in. Okay. This is crucial. I'm going to make it super easy to understand why. Okay. So you, up until this point, have been running your social media just to do it for fluff. You don't care who's on there, probably your ex-boyfriend and all those mean girls from high school. Like, you don't care. Well, now you've got to start being really intentional with your audience and with Facebook. And we've got to take the mental shift from, I'm just here to be here, to I'm running a business. And if you do not help my business, if you are not positive, if you are not bettering me, you don't belong here, and we make them go away. But a lot of people, when you start your business on social media, you don't have a huge following. Like, drop a 2 in the comments if you are one of those people. You don't have a huge following now, or when you started, you didn't have a huge following. Right. Okay, so lots of you. I didn't have a huge following either when I got started. And it's so important to change that as quickly as you can. Let me tell you. So if you were going fishing, okay, and this is your pond, and there is 4 fish in here, how likely are you to get a bite? Okay, but we're going to take that same pond and we're going to stock it full of 5,000 fish. That's our limit on Facebook, 5,000. How much more likely, though, are you to get a bite? It's like night and day difference. Those 4 fish, they are doing their own thing on their corners, and you're not going to get nothing. But when you have so many people there, you are bound to start bringing in those customers through your network. And so it's so important to grow it exponentially, especially at the get-go. If you are new, this needs to be one of your priorities, is growing your friends list exponentially and very, very quickly. So a couple ways we can do that. One, through host to post. We briefly talked about that before. As people are commenting on these posts on other people's pages, you're adding them so that you can send them information about the products or the giveaway or whatever that is. Now, this is super awesome because 1, they already are interested in the products. So you are growing such an intentional market. You're literally adding people who want what you sell. Like, that is a perfect mix. And if they're wanting in the giveaway, a lot of teams do cash giveaways. And that means they need money, which is the second thing we do. We sell products, so we need people who need to lose weight and care about their skin, like do that stuff. And we need people who want to make money. So super intentional, and we're growing our market in the directions that we need with people who need money and people who need the products. The second way that we can do this, and this is what, if you guys are you newbies, we've got to grow your network quickly. This is where you're going to want to start with. And it's adding from likes. Okay, this is going to be the quickest way to send friend requests. Pull up my phone, show you guys. Lord Jesus, bear with me because I'm really bad at this whole like lighting thing. I don't know how to make you see what I see, but it's cool. So when we add from the likes, we're going to keep it super simple. We're going to scroll down Facebook and find a post that has likes on it, okay? On your market, on your timeline. Don't do this to someone else who's in the business, okay? We're doing it to people who are not in the business. We find their post, we go and we click and we see who liked the post, and we're just gonna add all of those people. 1, they are active on social media. They are not just have an account to go creep on their ex-boyfriend's neighbor's cousin's cat. Like, they are active on Facebook because they're liking that stuff. So then we're growing a market that is going to be more likely to then be active on our stuff. And it's super easy to send a lot of friend requests really quickly. And so when you're getting started and we want to grow that really fast, that's a great way to start. And the last way is we can search people. So pull my phone back up. I don't know why I put it down. So if you go to the search bar at the top and hit search, okay, we can search a name. Okay, so we're going to go with Savannah. So I can search Savannah, hit people, and it's going to bring up like all kinds of people with the name Savannah. We can try Alice, we can try Susan, I don't know, different names, and then we can add people there. And this gives you a chance to be a little bit more specific. You can look at the profiles, you can look at just their picture, you can figure out kind of what it is you want. You got to figure out your demographic, who you're going to speak to. For me, I'm not going to be able to preach and talk to moms that well. Yes, I know moms need our business. I am not a mom though, so I can only relate on such a level. People over 40, 35, 40, I really can't relate. Yes, I'm here to help you. You want in, we got this. But that's not going to be my target market because I'm not relatable to them. College kids, newlyweds, you 20-year-old something and others. That's me. I got you. I see a picture of a girl in a wedding dress, like, honey, you get a friend request because I know I can help. Like, you got to know who you're looking for. And this is a great way to take that and really apply it and add those ideal people that you're wanting in your network. The other way to do it is you can search a location and boutique. Okay, boutiques are just really easy to do. I'm sure you can add Trader Joe's or something, I don't know. But so Savannah, Georgia boutique, and it pulls up a bunch of different boutiques in Savannah. So I can click on one, and then I can go through here, and I can add the people who like the post. Again, we're adding likes, but this is now targeting a specific location. where when we were searching names, we were looking through to make sure we had our ideal look of a person. Now we can look for an ideal location. When I got started, I started like 4 days after another girl who started in my area. And so I knew it was not going to be work for me to try to market in the same market she had just messaged you 4 days before. And so I started my business and I went abroad. I went to California. I went to Australia. I went to Europe. I went to North Carolina. I went to Florida, Texas. I started growing markets in these different areas. And so I have customers all over the place. That's so exciting about social media. I know it's such a big, question. Like, I don't know enough people. How am I going to be successful at this? Honey, there's millions of people out there on social media, and all it takes is one click of a friend request for you to be connected in all kinds of markets all across the world. You really have such a reach in your hand. So now it's just utilizing that and connecting with as many people as possible. You want to try to broaden out. You want to try to build local. You want to figure out what your ideal person is, and you want to just friend request the freak out of everybody. That's all I got on growing a network.
Thank you. Okay, so I got a question or a couple questions in the chat about Instagram, so I wanted to touch on that really, really quick. Posting on Instagram, you want it to be a very nice, bright picture, clear, not blurry, not dark. You can post, I wouldn't say more than once a day on Instagram, but you can blow up your stories on Instagram. As far as growing your network on Instagram, you can do very similar things on Instagram that you do on Facebook. You can search locations, boutiques, celebrities you like, and you'll just go to their most recent picture, click on the people that have liked it, and just follow every single girl. I don't recommend following more than 50 an hour because Instagram will block you and then you're like done, which is the position that Matthew and I are in right now working my Instagram, because we have been blocked for a week from following and unfollowing. So don't do what I did, okay? Do what I say, not what I do, because that didn't work well. The last thing that I want to talk about, and then Mariah has one more thing, is I want to talk about interacting. And this is going to help for that fear of yours that is like, what if I post all the time and nobody likes it or nobody comments? And what that is probably is that you have not spent time intentionally interacting with your network. So think of it this way. Right now, when you add people on Facebook, if you have never liked or commented on their stuff, Facebook's algorithm is looking at it like they're not actually friends. I don't need to show person A Courtney's profile, okay? But when you go to their page and you like their stuff, you comment on it, you ask questions, they will then see your post way more. Also, so my 2 ways that I interact the best, one, every day I see the birthdays on Facebook and I message every single person and I say happy birthday. That's what works best for me. If you want to do a post, great. I like doing messages. The other thing you can do that you can intentionally do it, you can go through your friends on Facebook and just search, like, go through, interact with the letter A that day, or everyone that's name starts with the letter D or whatever. Or you can do your most, 25 most recent friends. Whatever it is, it does not take long. Just go through, like and comment on their stuff, and then you'll see your interaction boost. You can do the same thing on Instagram, and if you feel like your interaction is low, do an interactive post like the one where it said name a food you refuse to eat, or help me settle a debate, should the toilet paper go over or under? But that one literally causes debates, like people were fighting in my comments on that one. So just be prepared, okay? But that is super, super important, because the more interaction you have with other people, the more interaction you're gonna have with yourself from them. And obviously we need them interacting on your post to get you your customers. So that is not anything crazy. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. Just go like and comment on their stuff. Be a real person. Don't say cute, awesome. Ask questions. Say something like, oh my gosh, your dog is so freaking cute. What kind of dog is it? Or whatever. Oh my gosh, your kid's adorable. Where's that shirt from? Whatever. More than one word, okay? Just be a real friend, as if you were talking to somebody else that you're friends with in real life. So that's my last tip on interacting. Mariah's going to go over one more thing, and then I'm going to go over a couple common lingo things that you will hear and see on team pages. So go ahead, Mariah.
The last thing I'm going to touch on with whatever you were just talking about, interaction. I don't know what just happened in my brain. it just, I don't know. Okay, so my biggest tip when it comes to interaction, and you kind of briefly touched on this, but I'm going to put it a little bit more into like visualization, okay? So I want you guys to think of your best friend. Like, who is your best friend, okay? So if I'm going to go on Courtney's page, for example, and I'm going to go scroll through her stuff, and she posts a picture with another one of her mugs, and I'm like, girl, when are you going to send me a mug? Like, that's kind of how our conversation would go, okay? So now I'm going to take that same, she wasn't ready. I'm going to take that same context, like that same concept, and apply that to strangers, okay? That's like my best friend. We just moved to South Carolina about a year ago. My best friend's in Georgia. And so I go to her stuff and I'm like blowing it up because I don't get to see her. And I'm like, girl, you look fine. Like, have you lost weight? Like, goodness, that hair looks fantastic. Whatever it is. Now I'm going to take that same mentality, okay, and apply that when I'm talking to strangers. Because they're going to feel like, oh my goodness, she's so interested. Like, she's like genuinely cares about me. And so when you're going, don't be like, oh, it's gonna be weird if I tell her I like her shirt. Imagine she is your best friend. And if that was your best friend who posted that picture, would you say something? Yeah, okay, yeah, girl, you look amazing. So then you're gonna say it to them. That's just a really good mental side for me because I really struggled with interaction for a while. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna talk about though is following up. And so this is, I feel like, I don't know if I just got the important ones, because I think you talked about important stuff too, but I feel like everything I say, I'm like, you got to know this. This is important. But this one is also very important, guys. Okay, so listen up. So the whole point of following up, it's just like if you had a field. The host to post and the posting, that's where you get the seeds, okay? And you plant them. But if you guys have ever planted anything, you know it doesn't stop there. You can't just take a seed and put it in a pot and walk away and be like, boom, watermelon. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't just pop out of the ground. It has to be grown. It has to be nurtured. It has to be taken care of. And that's what following up is doing. It's taking the time to water the seed, to prune the plant, to whatever it is, to then get ready for the harvest. And so we've got to be consistent in following up with our potentials. You want to make sure that you are organized. And so guys, I'm very red as well and not green. So any form of organization, questions, anything like that, not me. But you've got to figure something out. You don't have to have this beautifully color-coded chart. My sister, she's in the business and she's more green. She's got like the biters and it's color-coded and like, nah, okay? But you got to have something. You have to have a way to track your seeds. Or what are you going to water? You're not going to know what you've got to take care of. You don't know what you have. And so it's so important, literally, I put PLC here, which is potential loyal customer, PDT, potential distributor, and I just write names down until I fill it up, and then I just turn the page and do it again. It's very, very, very simple. But this is making sure that I don't miss a single seed. There is not a seed that is not going to get watered and taken care of. There's not a seed that is going to fall through the cracks and wither away and die. I am very on top of it, and I know exactly who I need to be checking back with. It's like, I don't know the statistics, it's like 2% of people buy on first contact, and like 80% of people buy between the 7th and 12th contact. So if you are not following up with people 7 to 12 plus times, you're missing out of 80% of your sales. That's a big number, okay? That is a very big number. And so we want to make sure that we are keeping our people organized so that we can keep consistent with those follow-ups. Another way to do it is yesterday's host to post. It's today's follow-ups. Like I said, we've got to be consistent with getting those posts up. So what I'm going to do every morning is I'm going to go to every post I got up yesterday, and I'm going to message all the people. If they just accepted my friend request or they just commented, maybe it's the first time I messaged them. If not, and they talked to them yesterday, I'm following up with them again today already. They're right there. I know they need me. We're continuing that conversation, and I'm right in the back of their head. Guys, I can't stress enough. I know I said it a lot now. Courtney said it earlier. I've said it earlier, but consistency. Consistency is so important. You can't work your business today and then again next Saturday and expect results. If you were a farmer who watered his field once a month, once a week, you are not going to yield an amazing crop. It's going to wither and it's going to die. And so your business takes watering every day. It takes the different components every day. And guys, don't be ignorant to the fact that you are not the only It Works distributor on your potentials pages. The customers you're talking to, that girl who is so excited to join your team, if you are not consistent, she's going to join someone else. Because the truth of the matter is, our products and our business is amazing. And if you're not taking care of your potentials, they are still going to buy and they are still going to join, but not from you. And so we've got to be organized and we've got to talk to these people, because today may not be the right place and time for them to join or buy. But you want to be the name in their back pocket. That when the time comes, someone loses a job, someone has a baby or finds out they're pregnant, whatever it is, and they're like, now is the time, maybe they hit the lottery, I don't know. Now is the time, they're ready for the products, they're ready for the business. You want to be the name they think of. And you do that by being consistent. Consistent in posting and consistent in following up, consistent in all the things. That's all I got for you, Courtney.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And it's the thing that I say about that is, like, imagine if you went to Target one day and they were open, and then you went the next day they were closed, and then like the next week you went and they were flip-flopped. You'd be like, I don't even know if you're even a real store anymore. Like, I'm just going to go somewhere else. And that's the same thing with your posting. If you post Monday and then you don't post Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but then come Friday someone had the money and they wanted to buy that product you talked about Monday, if you hadn't posted since Monday, they'd be like, are you even still doing this? Like, I don't even know. And then they'd find somebody else. Okay, so you need to be consistent, you guys. I want to talk a little bit about lingo that you're going to see in team pages, group chats, people talk about whatever, just so that you kind of feel like you know what the heck is going on. Because I remember when I started, everything seemed like another language to me. You guys put a 3 in the chat if you're like, I'm just somewhat overwhelmed. Like, I don't even know what the heck you guys are talking about half the time. Because that was me, and I didn't want to be stupid and like field them and ask a question like, what's this? Or like, whatever. Like, I didn't want to be that person. So I'm just going to give 6 quick things that people talk about all the time. The first one, Mariah kind of talked about it, is LC. It just means loyal customer. If you see PLC, that's potential loyal customer. The next one is DT, that's distributor. That's what we are. If you see PDT, that's potential distributor. The next 3 are where people get super, super confused. So please, if this is confusing, put the question in the chat so that I can go into it more. But the first thing is BV. That means bonus volume. Every single product has a bonus volume attached to it. So like, for example, our Thermofite X is $36, 30 BV. So for every sale, there's a BV attached to it. For your personal sales that you keep directly with you, that counts for your personal BV or your PBV, okay? So, for example, why this is important, you're also your personal orders. Say you went on to eSuite and you ordered yourself a bottle of hair, skin, and nails, that BV would count towards your personal bonus volume. So to be commission qualified, you can either run an 80 BV auto ship, or you can have 150 PBV of your personal orders or your sales, okay? So one of those 2 ways. The last thing that people talk about with volume is GV, which stands for group volume. So this is for when you get a team, your sales and their sales, so everybody on your organization counts towards your group volume. So those are the 3. The BV is just any product, that's what's related to the product. Personal bonus volume, or PBV, is what you personally order or you personally sell and keep with you. GV is your group volume. That's you, your team, your customers, your team's orders, whatever. Everyone as a whole, that's your GV. And the last thing you're going to see is HAP, and that just means host to post. So those are 6 quick lingo items that you're going to see often, just so that you kind of have a feel for what the heck people are talking about. But if anyone has any questions, please put them in the chat now. But I'm just so thankful that you guys stayed on here with us for almost an hour. It's been like 45 minutes, and you guys we wanted to come on here and make sure you felt somewhat comfortable doing what you need to do to be successful in this business. That is what your upline is here for, to teach you, to work with you, to make sure you know what you're doing. So this gives you a very basic outline of what to do every single day. So every day, if you're posting, doing your host to post, self-development, growing your network, interacting and following up, you're going to be successful. You're going to get there if you do it every single day. So don't be afraid to reach out to your upline and say like, hey, I need help with posting. I know I'm supposed to do that 3 times a day, but I don't know what to do. Or I need help growing my network. I know I'm supposed to, but I don't know how, or whatever. But just know this is your business. It's your boat that you're driving. No one else can propel it for you. You have to go. Basically, what everything we gave you is like giving you an engine for your boat, but you have to turn it on. You have to get it going. The propeller can do a whole lot, but not if it's not moving. So you have to put yourself in action. You have to do the things. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're not going to know what the heck you're doing at first, but eventually you will. And I promise you that. Everyone starts out wondering, is this ever going to feel right? Am I ever going to know what I'm doing? Am I ever going to not have to blow up my upline asking her what the heck to say next? The answer is yes. You will eventually get there, but for now, while you're still brand new, that's what your upline's here for. So I hope this was super, super helpful for you guys. I hope this kind of laid everything out that you guys feel like you know what you have to do to be successful. So I hope you guys have a great day, and please let us know, reach out to us if you need any help at all. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, please reach out to whoever your upline is that sent you this video and say, hey, I finished it. And then give them one thing that you were like, wow, that really made a lot of sense. Like, wow, that really helped. So that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.